What's up, guys, and welcome back to SCUM. Now, according to the poll that I put out with the previous video, you guys, not quite unanimously, but the overwhelming majority, wanted us to start a new season where we focus more on survival and have it be more hardcore. So, that is what we are doing. Now, as you can see, we're not starting with a just fresh character. He was, but I went ahead and dropped in and got our basic stuff going. So we got, bow, quiver, some arrows. I made us a stone axe, and we spawned right up here. We literally spawned like just up the hill from this cabin here. So I figured, hey, why not hole up here? Now we spawned in just far enough away from the snow that we didn't get warm clothing. So that's unfortunate, but we got in here. I found this shirt in here, so we got us a nice warm shirt-ish. Not necessarily warm, but we got us a new shirt. Anywho, I want to show you guys what I've done with the settings for this season. So, in order to make it a little more hardcore-ish, anyway, let's see, there's a whole lot of stuff. I don't think, okay, so we still have the metabolism boosted a bit there. Let's see, damage, here we go. You guys wanted the zombies to do even more damage. You suggested that maybe we put their health back down to default, but up their damage even further, so we now have their health, or their damage, set to 7. So, if they get a hold of us, it's only going to take a couple of good smacks, and we're done. Let's see, it was over here. Okay, I've decreased the number of quests per trader down to 1, to where we can't just farm quests in order to get more money and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think of that setting. I could turn that back to, a higher number. But what I've done with the traders as well is I've gone in and I've made it to where they have limited stock and limited funds again. So we're not going to be able to just go to a trader and buy whatever we want or sell as much as we want and just get a bunch of money. And I'm doing it that way because most of you said that you didn't like the idea of no traders because that makes a lot of the stuff in the game not really worth doing. There's not a whole lot of point in looting, like say the torpedo factory to get a whole bunch of weapons and high-end loot and high-value stuff if you can't sell it. And this being PvE, because it's single player, there's not really a need for a lot of that stuff just for our character. So it would defeat the purpose of doing a lot of things if we couldn't access the traders at all. So I've just made the traders more limited. Let's see. For the vehicles, I've returned the fuel consumption and everything back up to normal. Normally we run it about half because the default fuel consumption in SCUM has always been too high, in my opinion. I remember the first vehicle I found in SCUM, I got a full tank of fuel in it, and it didn't even have enough fuel with a full tank to make it to the next fuel station. So I typically run the fuel consumption at half, and but we're bumping that back up to default. We'll see how that goes, but that'll mean that we need to stop for fuel more often. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else. Vehicle spawning is pretty well just default. World over here. Okay. I don't know if I did this correctly, but I'm trying to make it to where more hunts will happen. It's to where we have more hunting opportunities rather than, let's wander around for hours at a time just to not ever see anything. Now, the maximum you can set all of these to is 100. So I'm assuming that means this is a probability of it happening. So if you set it to 100, then that's a 100% chance of a hunt triggering in any of these areas. So I've got all of these set to 50%, so there's a good chance that something's going to happen, but it's not necessarily going to happen every time. Now, that could be bad for us, because, like, up here in the mountains, you never know. That could mean a bear or a pack of wolves spawns, and we all, we get murdered. We'll see. I haven't done anything with the cargo drops. Let's see. Counter stuff I haven't changed. I increased the number of animals on the map for more hunting. And, like I said, I decreased the puppets' health back down to default, because that's what most of you suggested. But I increased their speed. So they're still going to limp. They're still limping. But now they will limp faster and more aggressively. So I figured with the lower health, making them a little bit faster, since they're still going to be limping, would make things a little bit more fair. So we'll see how that goes. We may fiddle with that setting some more. And other than that, I think that's about it for what I've changed. If there's anything else that I forgot, I'll let you guys know when I remember it, if I remember it, or you guys can let me know. Anywho, one of you also suggested that with the slower puppets that we do primarily first person. So we may give that a try. We'll see. I will still do third person, from time to time. One, I like the way that the character models look, and just to see what kind of, gear we have and that kind of thing. And for driving is still absolutely going to be third person, because the first person driving in SCUM is just terrible. So, anywho, that being said, let's go ahead and drop into first person, I suppose. Or, I don't know, what do you think? We could do third person for, just roaming around, but then when we get into POIs where we're going to encounter puppets and whatnot, could drop into first person. Now, a lot of you do like first person better just because it's more immersive, and I'm fine with that. That's how I always ran it before. But, anywho, I think we're warmed up now. Yeah, we're warmed up good. Oh, let's see. For the character, I fiddled with stuff a little bit over here. I wanted him to be a more survival-based character, so I focused on intelligence. So we've got higher survival skill, higher engineering, kind of basic most other things. Dexterity, I didn't really do much with, because there's not a whole lot of this really matters. I mean, driving and motorcycling, those are pretty easy to get up. Stealth, I put a little bit into that. Demolition, I never do anything with. Thievery is the only thing that I really did much with over here. Con, I split it 50-50 like I usually do. And strength, I didn't do a whole lot here. We've got basic on all of the weapons, but that's about it. But I figure we can work on getting that stuff up easier than we can get intelligence stuff up. So, anywho, we're warmed up now. Right, yeah, we're good. Okay. Well, let's skedaddle down to the... hey, now don't close on me like that. We may run some in this just to keep warm until we get down to a warmer area. We'll see. Yeah, I know you're slightly chilly. That's why we're going to keep moving. I did not check the hunting tower yet, so we're going to do that real quick. And then there's that little town down yonder ways. We're going to go check that. I guess technically we could pop up there to the dam. Is there anything useful up here? There's some bolts that I can't even carry. Fantastic. Okay. But yeah, we've got just our starter kit here. I don't need... let's see. No, I can't do anything with you at the moment. Okay, so you go away. You know what? We'll take the bolts, just because I will need those for crafting some things. And we're getting cold. So, let's get a move on. There you go. Get that blood flowing. Get warmed up. God, it feels weird going in first person just all the time again. Again, this is how I used to play, so... I started doing third person because you guys recommended it, or several of you did. But yeah, I know you're still cold. We're getting down away from the snow. You can shush. You're fine. My only concern with trying to do the dam is, one, we don't have any lockpicking stuff, so we can't really get into the lockers. And two, there's a high probability of running into some NPCs there and military puppets. And all we have is a bow and arrow. Now, yes, that would be the best place to try to find more, weapons and possibly some ammunition. Maybe a hiking backpack, too. So that we will be heading over there soon. But I kind of want to hit this little town over here first, see if we can find some more basic gear just to get started. And, get a better backpack put together. Maybe, maybe find another, some more clothing. I'm just, the only reason that I'm leery about the dam is possibility of NPCs. That being said, that would be our best place to find loot, but it's also going to be our best place to likely get shot in the face. Man, that's tempting, though. You know what? Screw it. It's probably a bad idea. Like I said, we can't get into any of the security lockers. That's the other big issue, is we cannot get into security lockers. We're also not going to find much in terms of, like, sewing kit material. Well, I mean, no, we're not likely to find thread. No. Let's start with the town. See if we can't get some basic supplies together to where we're a little bit better equipped to go in there. Because here's the thing, right now, if we don't find a backpack in there, then we can't even take any of the loot anyway. I don't have a way to even carry a pistol or anything right now. That's the thing. And I need a sewing kit in order to make a holster. Now we might be able to find one, but it's going to be really frustrating if we get over there and end up not being able to do anything because we don't have, a way to carry stuff. I don't want to get over there, find some good stuff, and not be able to do anything with it. Are you food? No. I'm hoping that with this series I can get better at identifying the various plants and bushes and things like that. Because I know that some of these are, like berry bushes or like the rose hips and stuff like that. I'm wanting to maybe get better with the mushrooms and stuff as well. So we're going to be checking the hospital at some point for cookbooks. Now, I don't know that we're going to bother really going deep into the hospital. I think what we may do for the hospital, Hi, there you are. Okay, let's see how quickly you guys move now, because you're one of the skinny ones that would normally be fairly fast anyway. See, how quickly can you limp? I like that, because that makes it look like he's, like, really getting aggressive at coming after me. I mean, I can still easily outrun him. But man, if you have a group of them coming at you like that, that's going to be kind of terrifying. Let's see. I'm kind of thinking we may go ahead and chop one of these dudes up. Just so we can get a needle. So that if we find some thread, we can make a sewing kit, because we're going to need that for sure. You know, early on, a sewing kit is vital. Just one for repairing your clothing, but two for making new stuff. Not there. Put it over there where you've already got the stupid card. The way you doofus. Now, realistically, how much? Okay, you take up a lot. Okay. I mean, realistically, I don't need either of those two things at this point. Where's that? You take 2 skins, scrap, yeah, and a sewing kit. What about, like, that backpack there? Again, 2 skins, a sewing kit. Like, this kind of stuff I can make pretty easily. Rags are easy enough to find. I need that sewing kit. That's the big thing that I need, is I need the sewing kit. To be able to make anything useful, we need the sewing kit. So, we're gonna see what we can find. Hey, I will take me one of them. Let's go ahead and get rid of this stuff, because we can make this stuff very easily. So we don't need that. Can I stuff that in? No. Oh, that's heavy. I mean, the reality is I should probably just not carry that at the moment, but, you know, it is what it is. You know what? Actually, let's go ahead and eat this other pear as well. Just look, for right now, especially until we actually get things kind of squared away, we should probably try and just keep topped up on food as much as possible. Yeah, I hear you there. Oh, you're a loot puppet. Oh, you're a loot puppet. You're a loot puppet. Well, obviously I want that. Oh, haha. All of this stuff in here, please. Give. Oh, crap, run away. Well, that was a very good find straight away. God, look how quickly they shamble towards you, though. I mean, see, that right there, even though they're slow, those are a threat right there, because those can close the distance pretty quickly. Damn, that was a good find, though. Let's go ahead and take you guys. What the? How did that one miss? How did that one miss? Also, I got you straight in the mouth. That looks uncomfortable, buddy. Now, no, I didn't really want to search you, but that's okay, I guess. I mean, you know what? Screw it, search them. Maybe they'll have something useful. Besides, I need my arrows. Man, I wish your boots were in better condition. Yeah, that loot puppet was a phenomenal find. I wish it came with a holster, but hey, we got us a pistol now, so. What? What? Why is there a puppet leg? What? And now there's not. What? Am I crazy? Did I? Why are there? Wait a minute. Because this is the one that we cut up a minute ago. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. You guys know that already, though. Give me that, please. Thank you. I'm debating about going ahead and taking one of their skins. You're just... You know what? Yeah. Let's go ahead and get us another skin. That way we can make a holster once we find the sewing kit stuff. Give me that. Thank you. I wish those could stack. Okay. Well... is there anything left in it? No. Okay. Then cut that into rags. Because that's good quality rags right there. Never mind, you get one rag. Fair enough. Okay. Well. Heck, we are off to a good start, aren't we? Indeed we are. Match. I don't really care about those. We can... Ooh. I made us an axe so that we could have a tool for cutting stuff down. The reality is I can make another one of those very easily, and that cleaver is a much better weapon. Yes, it is. Nothing. Drat. Oh, good. I didn't think I was going to get that one. Hey, there we go. We can cut that into rags. I don't know, do we actually need the rags now? Because I needed the rags for making that. I don't need them for that. No, I need more bolts, I need scrap, I need sewing kit. Okay. However, we could go ahead and make us some gloves. That would help a little bit. Maybe, anyway. Put those on, thank you. Let's go ahead and grab the rags. We can use them. Hey. Ha 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 ha! We found us a vehicle. A bicycle, but hey, it's better than nothing. Can I have my arrows back? I really, really need those. I guess that being said, we should go ahead and set up this pistol, shouldn't we? So get you on 3 there. And I don't really care. I have not found the armor-piercing ammunition to be any better at all, personally, than just regular ammo. To me, regular ammo seems to be about the most effective. Oh, there we go. Now we at least got something for dealing with bandits. I'm probably not going to use this much for, look there. Yeah, I like it. Probably not going to use it much. Oh, wait a minute. We can do a better quiver once we get a sewing kit. Right? Right. Quiver, that one. Yeah, we still need a sewing kit. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to try to make a holster and probably a better quiver. What do we need for, say, the improvised rifle? Because we at least use that for shotgun stuff. If we can, whatever we can find. Okay, that's certainly doable. So, need to be checking these cars for scrap. Kind of forgot about that. Scrap. Beautiful. This house isn't going to have anything in it. No. Saw another one of these goobers over here. Again, let me know what you guys think about having their health back down to 1, or, you know, default. I'm trying to decide if I like it or not, because it does make them a little bit less threatening. From the standpoint of, I can drop them with 1 shot from this bow and arrow. You know, but that may be what needs to happen later on, you know? It's gonna be... Whoop, oh, hi, you're a sleepy dude. I forgot you guys were here. We got some tractor parts. Now, I do still have the skill gains boosted for this character just because, again, I don't get the chance to play enough to really grind the character. And so skill gains are boosted, and I intend to leave them that way. Just it makes the game more enjoyable for me. Because otherwise it would literally take me years to grind a character out much at all. Oh, there's 3 of yous. Now, my scrawny weakling of a character here is not going to be able to pull bigger bows. Oh, hi, you're bringing lots of friends. Man, but see, I like that, though. Because, see, they're still slow, but they're aggressively slow. I wish you could turn off the jumping, though, because that just... Ah, crap. Because, see, I mean, that makes it... I can easily get away from them, but if I'm not careful, they can close the distance faster than you think. You know? So, I'm kind of liking this. Until they start getting stuck on random objects. Give me my arrows. Thank you. I need... Oh, good grief. There's a lot of them. You know, maybe having their health like this is a good thing. Where the hell are the rest of my arrows, damn it? Just from the standpoint of... with the number of puppets that we have, and especially with resources being more limited, we are going to be probably needing to resort to the bow more often. You know what? Let's go ahead and just make more. We have the room to carry them right now, so let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna just move those to down there real quick. Okay. Now, we hadn't searched this yet. We were getting ready to. Oh, drat. But if we can find, 1, some thread for making a sewing kit, that'd be great. 2, hey, there we go, we need some more of those. Oh, man, that's a good find there. Oh, yes. Oh. Box of nails. Do I need bolts specifically for this stuff, or can it be nails? Has to be bolts. Damn. Fair enough. You know what? Let's take the box of nails, and then I won't bother taking any more nails, so I won't bother picking up loose nails since we have a full box of them. But that way, if we find, say, a baseball bat, we could make us a good old smackerdoo. Very effective smackerdoo, potentially. Hey. There we go. There's a little something anyway. Not great, but hey, early on, those yellow screwdrivers are definitely going to be good. I don't need a gas mask, and I'm not going to bother picking it up just for the potential of selling it. You know, I don't intend to use the traders very much. It's going to kind of be a matter of we'll use the traders if we either need to offload a bunch of stuff or if there's something specific that I need that I can't get elsewhere. Like if we do manage to put a good... Hey! We can make a sewing kit now. If we manage to put a vehicle together and we want to add more storage to it, or even just a bicycle, and do that. Alrighty, man, things are looking up already. That loot puppet was a phenomenal find. Wow, that used up all of it. That sucks. I mean, almost all of it. Used up 9. Jesus. Okay. Well, definitely make one of those. And then we're not going to have enough for the quiver. And we will with just one more skin, though. Beautiful. Perfect. Oh, that's nice. Man, even with the lower loot settings, we're actually doing quite well currently. Again, a big part of that is the loot puppet. I don't know that it's worth holding on to that, but we will for the time being. I don't really know that it's worth holding on to that either, to be honest, but, you know. Put, like, foodstuffs and whatnot in the utility belt, I guess. Just trying to keep things somewhat organized, I guess. I know none of this really matters right now. You know what? Put ammunition in the jacket, if we can. Perfect. Okay, that seems a little bit better. I like that. Okay, we already got all of that. Already got all of those. Okay, so I think we're good in here then. Oh, I checked that. Why did I close the door? Open the door so I don't check it again. Right, I got this already. Yes, okay, good. I'm bad about that. I'm bad about closing the doors. You know what? Yeah, switch to this. Just in case, because the bow does not work real well in close quarters. We really don't need any of that stuff right now. The gloves, I'm let's see. I mean, they give one. Those give one. I'm honestly okay with these for right now. They're not great, and they're not very durable, but they do the same amount of insulation as that, so... I want to be able to go in there. That looks like it'd probably maybe be a staircase that goes down to a basement. I want into the basement. Anywho. Hello? Anybody home? Can I make rags out of you? Yes, I can. I don't know that I really need to, but we're going to anyway. Hey, hey, hey. Perfect. Hello? Nobody home? Excellent. I guess we really don't need more rags, I don't think. Actually, how much space do you take up? Okay, you only take up one slot, but I'm assuming you'll make more than one rag. So we'll take that so that we have it to use for rags. You know what? There, that works. It gives me a little bit of extra inventory space. Perfect. You know what? Sewing kit, you can go down there, and money, you can go down there. Ah, damn that thing. Like I said, I really don't think we're going to need that. Because the revolvers I'm not nearly as concerned about in terms of... durability. You know, they're not going to jam on you. And you're not going to be putting just a high volume of fire through it. Hey, there's a pharmacy. And there's one of these stores. These often have some decent stuff in them. Hello. Ha ha ha. That's actually what I was hoping for. Hello. You know what? I'll take it. Maybe we'll take the earplugs just from the standpoint of, since we have the slower puppets, and a big part of them is the hordes, I don't intend to use suppressors. You know, I think that for this being perfect, a more survival-oriented run, we really don't need even more bobby pins, do we? I mean, we already have 40. I think we're good for right now, because, I mean, heck, you don't typically find anywhere that needs more than 40 lockpicks. Hello? Thought that was a puppet laying down for a second. Stuff in the... Oh! Ooh, that's a much better knife. You betcha. And that one's actually a decent weapon as well. You know, I gotta be honest, I'm not really noticing... You in better condition? Yeah. Wait, how many do you take up? 5, okay. I'm not really noticing the loot actually being lower. That's interesting. Let me know what you guys think. If you think we need to lower the loot some more, since this is supposed to be a more hardcore run, let me know. Because right now, I'm not really noticing a huge difference. Even though I've cut the loot in half. Let's see, I've searched everything in here. Okay. Need more scrap. Scrap, thank you. And it does feel weird being back in first person constantly. I've always liked this little spot here. Honestly, I like this little town just in general. I don't know if it would be possible or even practical. Oh. To try and claim this place. You know, just the town in general. And, oh, I got startled by my own shoulder. You know, I tried looking behind me, but only your character's head moved, so I saw my shoulder and, like, the quiver and whatnot there and thought it was a puppet standing behind me. I mean, we really don't need that right now. We have a water bottle, and we don't have a base currently, so there's not really a lot of point in collecting those for lights. Actually, can you make Molotov cocktails? I don't remember if you can or not. So why... I still need another puppet. Can you make Molotov cocktails? I can't remember if you can. Pipe bombs. No? Really? In a game like this, you can't make Molotov cocktails? Really? That is shocking. Huh. Well, if that's the case, then there's no point at all in taking that. Really no point in searching any of this stuff. I'm not going to find what I want in here. I say that, you know, that rubber band might come in handy. I think. Do you still need that for making, well, anything. What all do we need for that? Stick, rope. Okay. I'm debating about that. Making that. Get rid of the cleaver and make that instead. We'd have enough stuff to do it. You'll need one rag. We could make rope. Get a stick. We got the scrap. I was watching one of Mr. Feudal's videos, and he loves that improvised tomahawk. Leave the door open so you know you checked it. But he was doing... I don't know if you guys have seen his most recent video, or it was the most recent video at the time of recording this one. He's done a 28 days later server where the puppets are faster, loot is lower, and you know it's more survival based, similar to what we're doing here. I really don't need that. But instead of having slow puppets, he's got fast puppets. You know what? We'll take the charcoal just because if we're doing more survival stuff, there's a good possibility that I'm going to be eating something that's probably going to disagree with me. Oh, hey, wait a minute. I need your skin, sir. Thank you. But, yeah, he's done a 28 days later server with fast puppets. But he lowered the damage. He basically did the opposite of what we're doing here. You know, I've got slow puppets and a lot of them, and they're high damage. He did... I don't know what his puppet numbers are, but he's got, you know, faster puppets but lower damage. So maybe we try that sometime too. But right now I'm liking the slower puppets. I just really, really wish that I could turn off the puppet jumping. But I'm really liking the slower puppets, personally. I'm still trying to decide on their health. Let me know what you guys think. I said I do look. I should stop using that. Oh, hey, we got some sticks. Would you look at that? Oh, God. Why did that get cut up into really crappy rags? That's unfortunate. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The hell? What was that? I don't know, but get rid of that. We don't need it now. And actually, we don't really need those if we have that. It's better quality. Okay, well, I'm sick. How am I sick? Well, that's unfortunate. Well, that means we need to find some vitamins. Hey, now. Vitamins, come on. This is where we'd normally be able to find vitamins. Yeah, I know you're sniffly. Oh, finding lots of thread. I'll take it. You betcha. Oh, bandage pack. You betcha. Sure. Let's put all of that stuff there. We can do food and meds in there, kind of, sort of, for the moment until we get until we find some better pants. Oh, come on, give me some vitamins. Those are not better pants. I need better pants, which we're not going to find in here, but you know. I can't make better pants. I mean, you can make the whatever, like the animal skin pants or whatever, but it's more like just a skirt or a loincloth. Like, I want actual pants. Now, that is unfortunate that we're sick now. Okay. I'm thinking the loot settings might actually be okay. Just looking at how much loot we're not finding. But hash, those aren't going to do me any good, and they don't sell worth a damn either. So even when we go to the trader, it's not going to do us any good. Wearing that now is not going to do any good either. Damn, no vitamins? That's unfortunate. Okay, well, poo. And this is probably going to end up being a little bit longer video just because I'm going to go ahead and search this whole place. See what we can find. Oh, yes. Thank you. Wait a minute. Didn't I already have one of those? No, I did not. I do now. Hey, now those are a little bit better than the rag ones, I think. Yeah, we'll take them. Now, we're still finding a decent amount of clothing items, which is nice. I'm trying to decide if we want that over the green one. We'll take it for now. I know we don't have a whole lot of room to carry just extra stuff, but we will for the moment. Ooh. Haha. Oh. Haha. Oh. Haha. Oh. Well, drat. Broccoli. Kind of ooh, you got lots of vitamins. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and eat that. We're going to be needing to eat constantly. Especially if we're sick right now. Eat that too. Oh, that may, no, we'll be fine. Yep. If I could find some fishing gear. Love to go fishing. Also, slightly hopeful that we might find another vehicle over there. I mean, that bicycle is good. The bicycle is definitely better than just walking. I am thinking at this point, though, after we do this place, we should go up to the... Oh, that was just one use of that. Okay. Well, we're going to just hold on to that for now, then. As well as those. Yes. Food down there. Actually, I really don't care too much about having that. We'll hold on to it for now. Until we need this high. Ooh, a lighter. Again, I can just make the fire drill, so I'm not too concerned about needing to have a lighter on us. Oh, that pan I would really like to have. What the hell was the pan not in there? Oh, the pan was in that one. Look, it doesn't take up that much space. We can take the pan. Sure, we can take the pan for now. Oh, we got a red one now too. Damn. Okay, so we got all three of the different shirts. I really don't need them. And how does the hat look? I don't really like the hat. I think we're just gonna stick with that. Biker. Oh, great. We're sneezing now. High top shoes. How are our current trainers doing? They're okay. How? Yes, I know. Sniffles. Self-replication rate 8% per hour. Great. Treatment, rest, vitamin C, zinc. Yeah, body can heal on its own, although it could take a while if the condition severity is high. Okay, I mean, it'll sort itself out eventually. Anyway, what jacket do we have? We have the biker leather jacket. Okay. Let's see if we can break our ankles here. Hiya! Nope, we're good. Now, is this where we came in? This is where... Yes, this is where we came in. Okay, so I've already checked those. Good. Because I don't need to check them again. I'm not going to bother hitting that garden just because we have stuff already. Have I checked this one? Shush. No, have not checked this one. Okay. Oh. Ooh, fishing hooks. Yes. You in here? Yep. Kabiff. That was really bad aiming on my part. I'd really like to find some more screwdrivers. You know what? You guys might have them. You occasionally do. Well, would you look at that with your eyes? I don't need nails. We have a whole box of nails. Sure, we'll take more bolts, though. I'd like to just find a box of bolts, and I can just have that. Duct tape we might take. The metal pipe I don't need for anything. Because you don't need that for making the improvised guns anymore. Oh, I already checked you. Anything on these shelves? No. Nothing useful anyway. Okay. Okay, so we've checked everything over here. Perfect. Let's go hit this other side. See what we can see over there. I would like some better shoes still. That'd be great. Hi, buddy. Kabiff. Yeah, do let me know what you guys think of the puppet health as is right now. Now, we could do a little bit of a combination where, you know, instead of doing double, maybe we do it as, you know, 1.5 or something like that. I don't know. I want there to be a good balance between the puppets being dangerous. We probably don't really need more scrap at this point. You know, puppets being dangerous, but also not just being a constant headache. You know, if we could find a tractor here, that'd be great. Oh, we already have a box of nails. Seeds. I'm not going to bother picking up seeds yet. Just because we don't really have a good place for them currently, you know. You know what? Might we find some feathers or something in these that I could make some better arrows? No, of course not. Matches. I really don't care about matches. Drat. Okay. Let's see. Did I already check you? Yes. Okay. Feathers. Feathers. And an egg. You know what? We'll, for the moment, we'll take the, you know, that one's not so good. We'll take this one. I don't know if I can actually do anything with the egg at the moment. Oh, we're good on water right now. We really still... Good grief, I need some higher quality food. Drat. Really hoping to find a sidecar bike. You know, that would be ideal. Dark gray. You know what? We really don't need it. Okay, there's a house that way. Is there anything in this one, or is this one destroyed? This one's destroyed. Okay. I'm just gonna... Well, but I want to check the car there. There's a couple of cars here. Can I check those? Sir, you go elsewhere. Back out of the thing! See, these guys can move quicker than you think. Do you have a screwdriver on you? I think I need, is it 9? Right now we have 3. Awesome. So if I could find 6 more screwdrivers, that would just be wonderful. It's not screwdrivers, but scrap is useful. Yes, I know, you're sniffly. Go ahead and drink some water. We don't need it at the moment, but might as well go ahead and top up real quick while we're here. Good Lord, you're drinking a lot. There we go. We're just going to go ahead and eat the potato. Yeah. God, all the stuff we just ate a few minutes ago is already through our system. That's a little unfortunate. Hey, you've got some zinc, though. And some vitamin C, so maybe you'll help us get over being sick. Food repulsion? Why? Just from eating a raw potato? You'll be fine. It's a raw potato. I used to eat raw potatoes all the time as a kid. There we go. Okay. That's probably all the scrap we really want to take. I'd really like to be able to cook that egg. Can I cook just eggs? Just... Now, here's the other thing with the puppets as is right now. We haven't really attracted any hordes because we're using a bow. You know, so we're being quiet. So, we haven't really had the issue of needing to deal with large numbers of them. Once we do start having to deal with them in larger numbers, though, I think even at their current health, we will find that they can be a problem. But we'll see. Again, let me know what you guys think. Because I'm fine with putting their health back up some. And we can either do it back up to 2, or we can do it to 1.5, or, you know, just kind of whatever you guys think. For the moment, starting out like this, honestly, having it at this is probably pretty good. Hey, there's a better quality rubber band if I ever decide to actually make anything. Again, what I was looking at. Let's see, fried eggs. Oh! Ha 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 ha, I can. And we need a pan. Perfect. Yeah, some salt would be better. Yeah, okay, good. So I can make some eggs. Excellent. This doesn't have it upstairs, does it? No. Okay. Yes, it does. How do you get upstairs? The staircase right here. Maybe that's how you get upstairs. Hi, buddy. You just stay over there and not come over here and punch me in the face. You know what? I'm gonna... Let's do that. And we'll just kind of see what happens. Hey, there's a better hat, perhaps. I do like that one a little better. Honestly, though, I still personally just kind of like the hair. You know? Ooh, there's a guitar. Ooh, a chili pepper. God, we're very rapidly running out. Hey! Soup. Yes, there we go. That's something I was hoping to find. Just the nice undershirts. They're very, very handy. You know, they don't offer a lot, but hey, any little bit helps, right? Right. Okay, okay. Friendo, where'd you go? There you are. Friendo, I want to test something. What happens if I shoot you in the head? Okay, good. You still die from Getting shot in the head. Okay, so even at 1.5, I did apply that setting, didn't I? Yes. Okay. Good. So that does work. That can work. And yes, there's fruit trees out there. I'm probably going to search those. We'll see what we can see. Ooh, gas lantern, huh? Really just don't have the space to carry that, right? Hey, there we go. Do you have any more screwdrivers? I really need more. I really just want a yellow screwdriver. Just one full use, you know, 40 out of 40, or close to it, yellow screwdriver. Or, I mean, technically, a pry bar would work, too. I would rather not use the pry bars, just because they damage what's inside the lockers. But it would work. Fruit trees, I need food. Food? Drat, no food. Any more eggs in here, though? No, but more feathers. Hey, there's some eggs, and both of them are decent. They do not stack, though, do they? I have apples on me already. Why did you guys not remind me I had apples on me already? And a can of sardines. Ladder full. Okay, well, we'll deal with that. Here, let's go behind the chicken coop here and take care of some business. Well, so far I'm liking this start. I'm trying to decide on the settings currently. I think maybe the 1.5 health puppets are going to be kind of the way to go. Just from the standpoint, let me go ahead and just eat one of these here carrots. Of the double health puppets, kind of seem to be a little bit of a problem, just from the standpoint of, even with good weapons, you still had trouble taking them down. And so with this being a more hardcore survival-based season, where we're not going to have as much access to good weapons, I don't know how well that's going to work out for us. You know? You know what? Let's go ahead and eat another carrot. Right. Oh, yeah. Eat another carrot. Oh, hi. You're just chilling right there. Yep, here you come. Nope, there you go. You do that. I don't need to go in there. Is that corn over there? Maybe? No. Right, there is some other stuff out there, though. So we might check that before we head out. Oh, is this the last house? Huh, okay, I was thinking there was still one more up here. Alrighty then, well, I guess that's this place done. So I guess that'll do it for this episode. Next time, we will be heading up to the dam, I think. I'm gonna go back and grab that bicycle. But let me know what you guys think of these settings, because we can absolutely tweak them some more. I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I want things right now. Here, you're an armored one. Let's see how you do against a bow and arrow, shall we? Like a biff. 1 to the face, 2 to the face, 3 to the face, 4 to the face. Okay. That works. Because, see, here's the other thing. We're in a civilian area, so there's very few armored puppets. Really crappy 9mm bullets, but... I mean, we are talking survival here. God, we are running very low on inventory space already. I'll probably get rid of the cabbage. Just from the standpoint of... we really don't need it. You know what, here, eat some more of the cabbage. But, anywho, that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you guys think of the settings. Let me know how you think we should tweak them, if you think we should tweak them. Let me know what you think of the puppets' speed now. You know, them still being slow, but being aggressively slow, as I'm going to call it. If you prefer them to just be the slow puppets, and then we set their health back to 2, we can certainly do that. But if they're going to be the slightly faster puppets, I do think that we should have their health set a little bit lower than double. But I'm not sure about leaving it at 1. You know, 1.5, they're still definitely manageable. So I'm kind of leaning towards maybe that. But let me know what you guys think. And also let me know if you think we need to tweak the loot settings some more. Because if this is supposed to be hardcore survival, I mean, we found a lot of stuff just in this town. And this is one of the small towns. It doesn't even have a police station or anything like that. This is just, you know, a little bitty town here. You know, the one thing that I didn't find, well, I guess a couple things. Some better shoes. And vitamins. And more screwdrivers, but, you know, that's always kind of a toss-up, whether you're going to find any of those. Where was that bicycle? But, anywho, let me know what you guys think of what we got going on right now. If you think we need to fiddle with it some more. And just that kind of thing. Other than that, I don't really know that there's anything else I need to ask you guys about at the moment. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd greatly appreciate you hitting that like button. And if you haven't done so already, I would really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It's a small click for you, but it means a lot to me. It helps the channel grow, and it lets me know that you like what I do and that you'd like to see more of it. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and plug the links in the description. We've got St. Jude Children's Hospital and Wounded Warrior Project, both linked in the description. So if you'd like to support either of those charities, please go check out those links. And then we have... what the hell? It's like the water effect. You know, the water reflection going on there. Anywho, then we have my Discord server, as well as the Discord server for the Wolfpack multiplayer SCUM server. That's the multiplayer server that I do all my live streams on. It is a PvE server. We have player-to-player damage turned off, and player locks cannot be picked, so you don't have to worry about toxic players trying to kill you or rob you or anything like that. Other than that, it's got similar settings to what I normally run for single player. So it's got maxed out puppets, maxed out animals, maxed out NPCs, slightly boosted loot, no mechs, no dropships. And, yeah, it's a really nice, chill PvE server. So if you're looking for either just a chill PvE server to hang out on, meet some new people, or maybe you're new to SCUM and you'd like some help getting started, maybe you want to join a squad or something like that, we're a great server for any of that stuff. So come check us out. Check the Discord link. Make sure to read the server rules page. And then if it sounds like something you want to try, then contact one of the admins that are listed in the server rules, and somebody can get you set up with the password. And then we've got my wife's YouTube channel, where she does a variety of content, including ambient rain videos, comedy videos, paranormal videos, where she posts informational content on various haunted locations, as well as some evidence that we have captured because we are amateur paranormal investigators. And then we do family live streams over there, where we play games like Phasmophobia. So if any of that content sounds interesting to you, go check out her channel. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one.